In this short video tutorial, we're going to take a quick look at a service called Vibby, Vibby.com. And Vibby is kind of an interesting, fairly new tool that considers itself the next evolution of video sharing. And I do really like this. I think Vibby has a lot of nice features. Basically what it's for is it's for you to select part of a video clip from YouTube. You can highlight the clip and then you can add a comment to that clip or clips, and then you share it with others. And so it's a nice way to trim out or chop out, cut out parts of YouTube videos that might not be the most effective part of the video. So instead of showing a 5-minute YouTube video to students or to any audience, you can just trim out what you don't need and show the 30 seconds or the minute and a half or whatever that you really think would benefit the audience. Let's take a look at this. I'm going to go here in the upper right corner of Vibby.com, and I'll just go ahead and click log in, and you'll notice that in the lower right corner there's a link that says new to Vibby, sign up. And of course you could put in your email address and your password and just create an account that way, or you could link it to one of these services. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to click Google, and it will link it to my Google account. I have to give it permission to do that. And if you don't feel comfortable with that, just sign up using an email address. Once you're signed into your Vibby account, it will kind of teach you how to use it. So you can click Let's Go, and it'll point out different features and different buttons and things that you'll need to use. But I'll just click Thanks, I'll do it later. And at that point, it takes me to a page that has some examples of what they call VIBs. These are videos that have been trimmed already and maybe commented on. Okay, so at this point, I can create a VIB using Vibby.com simply by clicking Create VIB. And it takes me here, and again, it wants to teach me how to use it, but I'll skip that for now. And all I need to do is paste in a URL for my video. So I'm going to go to YouTube, and I'm going to do a search for NASA video. Let's say I'm a science teacher, and I want to show my students this great video from NASA Jet Propulsion Lab, and but I don't want to show the entire 2-minute video. Maybe the part that is applicable to my students is this first, 30 seconds or so of the video. Well, with YouTube, it's kind of hard to do that. I would have to skip ahead to the right place and press play and then make sure I press stop at the appropriate time. And that's not too bad, but Vibby can make it much easier for me. So what I would do is I'd just go up here to the top where the URL is, click on it, it automatically highlights the entire URL, and then I can copy it with Command-C or Control-C, or of course you could right-click copy, and then go back to Vibby, paste in your link, and it looks like it recognized it as a YouTube video, so that's good. Then click Start, and it looks like it pulls the YouTube video into Vibby.com. Now, just so you know, it didn't really do that. It didn't really copy this video and put it in. That would possibly be a copyright violation. So don't think of this as really copying the video. What it really is think of this as being a window in a house. When you look through a window in a house, what you see is what's on the outside of that house. Right? You're looking through the house and seeing what's outside the house. And that's basically what we're doing here. This is a window, and we're looking through that window, and we're seeing YouTube in the background. And so this video is still on YouTube only. It's not in Vibby. But it does give me the illusion that it's in Vibby. So at this point, I can just click play, and then right at the moment that I want to capture for my students, I click Start Highlight, and then I'll watch the rest of the video.
Cold small star, we found 7 rocky Earth-sized planets, all of which could potentially have liquid water.
Then I click Finish Highlight at the point when I want to stop the clip. Okay? So it's as simple as that. Start highlight, stop highlight. Once I've done that, here on the right side of the screen, there's a panel where I can tell people what I think about that moment. So I could just type in something like, how exciting, planets with water, potentially. So at this point, if I'm happy with the highlight I've just made, I click the check mark and I'm good, I'm done. There is the possibility to adjust the highlight. If you click that button, you can adjust your start and stop times, and you can also just delete it and start over. But I'm going to click the check mark. Now at this point, I could continue watching the video and even skip ahead 5 seconds.
Anything I could have ever dreamt of.
So I skipped ahead a little bit. Now I could start the highlight again. And then finish it at the appropriate time. Now that's not a very good example there, but I hope you get the idea. And then I type in another comment. When I'm done commenting on this video, I click Save Vib. Now this really could just be one highlight that I save. It doesn't have to be multiple, but that's a possibility for you. When you're done, you click Save Vib, and then you can share the Vib with other people. Now before I do that, I want to point out that you can also add additional videos. You're not limited just to the one video source. So at this point, I could paste in the URL of another video, and it doesn't have to just be from YouTube. They accept video from Facebook and from other sources as well. So I can just go in here and I could find a second video if I wanted to. Okay, here's one that is related really to the same topic. So I can just paste that in, click add, and now I've got a second video to work from.
We are one step closer to answering the 8.
Again, we could start highlights, stop highlights. When I'm all done, regardless of how many videos it's using, I just click Save Vib, and it takes me to this screen where I can make this an unlisted Vib so that people won't stumble onto it. Only people that I send it to would receive it and be able to see it. I then must describe the Vib. Okay, so I'm going to call this Planets with Water. I must select a category. This is education, and then I can click Save Vib. Well done, you've created a Vib. Now it's time to share it. Now, even though this is an unlisted Vib, I'm still able to share it with this link. I can also embed it in a website or a web page. I can add it to a particular collection in Vib. So that's a nice feature. I can have a collection of Vibs. I can also share it in these ways. Email is a particularly good option, I think. So there's some really great, I think, options for sharing your Vibs once you've created them. I'm just going to use the link to the Vib. I'm going to go to a brand new browser, paste it in, and this is what it looks like for the viewer.
The big news is that around a very near...
It shows only the clip that I saved. When it gets to the end of that clip, it moves ahead to the next clip. And notice my comments are here on the side. I really think Vibby could be a very powerful tool for teachers and for anyone that wants to share portions of a video and make comments on them. An example of how this could be useful in a school setting would be for teachers to highlight video clips they want to share and then put in questions for the students to consider, or put instructions there, or just comments that they want to make on the video and they want to share them with their students. But I also think that this is a tool that lots of people will use outside of education. So thanks for watching. Please consider connecting with me on Facebook, following me on Twitter, and some of the other social media services that I'm on. And please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel for more videos about technology for teachers and students. And watch for a new video at least every Monday.